Welcome to today's lecture. This lecture is on simple interest part 2. In part 1, I gave 5 questions to be attempted. So let's look at those 5 questions. A sum of 50,000 earns 12,500 as simple interest at 5% per annum. How long was the money invested? Question number 2. A man borrowed 20,000 at 8% simple interest and paid 23,500. All together, find the time for which the money was borrowed. Question 3. A sum of money earns 4,500 as simple interest in 104 weeks at 5% per annum. Find the principal. Question 4. A sum of 20,000 amounts to 26,000 in 3 years at simple interest. Find the rate. And lastly, the sum of money amounts to 500,000 in 2 years at 10% simple interest. Find the principal. So let's take the questions one after the other. Number 1 again. A sum of 50,000 earns 12,500 as simple interest at 5% per annum. How long was the money invested? How long was the money invested? Of course, we're given the principal, we're given the interest, which is 12,500. We're given the rate, 5%. So we quote the simple interest formula. Simple interest, is PRT over 100. We're told to look for time. How long? Time. So make T subject of the formula by dividing both sides after cross multiplying by PR. So then our T then is 100 times the interest, 12,500, divided by 50,000 divided by 5, which is the rate. If you resolve this properly, you will get 5 years. Question 2. A man borrowed 20,000 at 8% simple interest and paid 23,200 altogether. Find the time for which the money was borrowed. We are given the principal to be 20,000. A man borrowed 20,000. We are given the amount to be 23,200. That is, he is to pay 23,200 altogether. We are given the rate to be 8%. 8%. And then how? Find the time. How long? That is, find the time. The time now, so we quote the formula. Amount is principal plus interest. Our interest then is amount minus principal. The amount is 23,200 while the principal is 20,000. So if you subtract 20,000 from 23,200, you get 3,200. And so we quote the simple interest formula. I is PRT over 100. Making T subject of the formula, we have 100I over PR. That is, you cross multiply. 100I is PRT. Of course, divide both sides by PR. T is 100I over PR. So 100, that's 100, times the interest, 3,200, over the principal, 20,000, and then the rate 8,000. If you resolve this, you'll get 2 years. We look at number 3. A sum of money earns 4,500 as simple interest in 104 weeks at 15% per annum. Find the principal. In part 1, we are told that when the time is given in months or weeks, we must convert to years. Here, time is 104 weeks. What is the relationship between weeks and years? We know that 52 weeks make 1 year. And so, divide this by 52 weeks so that we can get 104 weeks to years. That will give us 2 years. The interest in this question is 4,500. A sum of money earns 4,500 as simple interest. So the interest is 4,500. The rate is 15%, and then we're told to find the principal. So you just cross multiply again. PRT is 100I, so P this time around will be 100I over RT. So 100 times 4,500, which is the interest. The rate is 15, and time is 2, and that will take us to 15,000. Question 4 now. A sum of 20,000 amounts to 26,000 in 3 years at simple interest. Find the rate. 20,000 amounts to 26,000. So it means that principal is 20,000, our amount is 26. From there we can get our interest, which is amount minus principal. That will give us 6,000. We're told 3 years as time. 3 years. So T is 3 years. So our interest is PRT. Don't forget, we're looking for rate. We're told to find the rate. So if you cross multiply again, PRT is 100I. So R is 100I over PT. And then 100 times 6,000 interest over the principal, which is 20,000 times time 3. And that will give us 10%. The last question now. A sum of money amounts to 500,000 in 2 years at 10% simple interest. Find the principal. A is 500,000. It says a sum of money amounts to 500,000. So amount A is 500,000. In 2 years, so our time is 2 years at 10% simple interest. So the rate is 10%. We're told to find the principal. In part 1, I asked you to commit some formulas to memory. One of those formula is this. This P is 100A over 100 plus RT. And so then that will be 100 times amount 500,000 over 100 plus R is 10%, 10 times 2. So if we resolve this, you will get this. Then this is 10 times 2, which is 20 plus 100, 120. And by the time you divide up properly, you will get this, which is 416,666.67 naira. This will bring us to the end of simple interest. If you couldn't do the questions I gave, this is the corrections. I'll see you in the next lecture.